Good morning, good morning, good morning, my brothers and sisters. Good morning, and welcome to another Good Morning Grief Devotion. It's your boy, Pastor Corey Allen Duncan Sr. So happy and excited to be here with you on today to lead you in a very special way in today's Good Morning Grief Devotion. This is the daily grief devotion that is strategically designed to help you to navigate through your grief one day at a time. What is grief? I'm so glad you asked. Grief, my brothers and sisters, it is the natural, normal, and necessary response to loss, change, and transition that results in the expressions of feelings and emotions. That grief is what you feel on the inside. Mourning is how you reveal it on the outside. Therefore, we don't suppress it, but we express it. We don't ignore it, but we explore it. We don't conceal it, but we reveal it. We don't lock it up, but we let it out. And that's why we shout good morning, because mourning is a good thing. And I'm so grateful that you're here with us on this morning. So we lead you in a very special way in today's Good Morning Grief devotion. Today, my brothers and sisters, is day 287. Messages straight from the heavens. We're going to talk about I'm sometimes helpless. I am sometimes helpless. Let's talk about it. I wish, I wish, I wish. I wish I had some control over the lives of my loved ones so I could save them from pain, sickness, loss, and death. But I don't. And that's how life works. How many I wish y'all had that type of superpower where you could help your loved ones and save them, insulate them from the pain, the problems, the predicaments of life, and save them from all of that type stuff. I remember the movie Green Mile, which I love so dearly. The movie John Coffey, so much symbolism in the movie, so many different metaphors. But John Coffey was an individual that could take the pain away, that people that were dealing with various diseases and stuff, John Coffey would just walk up to him and grab them, and he would just literally just take it out their body, right? And I wish sometimes, I know a lot of us wish sometimes we had the type of power to where we could take the pain away, we could take the suffering away, right? That they didn't have to experience sickness, loss, death, whatever the case may be. Wouldn't that be something? Somebody had cancer, you could just walk up to them and take it away and go spit it in the river or something. If somebody had some type of pain or sorrow or sickness, that you could just wipe it out. Wish we had that power. That's not how life works. When something bad happens to someone I love, I'm helpless to fix it. And now somehow and now someone I know has died. And now someone I love has died. And I naturally feel helpless. I think this is so very true for both men and women who are both fixers, mothers who are fixers, men who are fixers. When something is wrong, we want to fix it. We want to rush to their aid. We want to help in any way we can. Is it money? What's the problem? Let's fix it. Is it time? You need somebody to take you somewhere? What's the challenge? What's the issue? You need to go to the doctor? Let's fix it. You need to see a therapist? Let's go. Let's sign up. Let's fix it. What do you need? You need a cardboard for your project at school? Let's fix it. We might fuss a little bit, but let's fix it. What is it that's needed? Let's fix it. But we eventually come across things in life that we are unable to fix. We come across situations and circumstances. We come across things that we can't fix. Grief is something that we can't fix. People start going through, and it pains us to see people hurting because we wish we could wave a magic wand. We wish we could just say a prayer and it be gone. We wish we can just do something. But we get to the point to where at times we feel helpless because there's some things that we cannot fix. As much as we've done, as much as we fixed, as much as we've been there, as much as we've been helpful in times of the past, there's some things that we just cannot fix. So surrendering to my helplessness in this circumstance is part of my grief work. You surrender to your helplessness. You got to know and understand your limitations, and you got to know God's. He doesn't have limitations. You got to know your limitations, right? Unlimitations. You got to know God's how God is unlimited and how we are limited. And so a lot of times what we have to do, we have to surrender to our helplessness and the circumstance, part of our grief work. When you understand that you can't fix everything, so all you can do is usher people in the presence of the Lord, that you can offer your presence and you can pray for them, but you can understand I'm powerless to try to fix this. And no matter what I do or buy or bring them or whatever the case may be, it's going to be insufficient. When you understand that, you surrender to your helplessness and the circumstance and the part of your grief. I try to think of ways the outcome could or should have been different. I protest the outcome by even getting angry. But ultimately, coming to terms with my helplessness in the face of death is an essential stop on my journey. Coming to terms with my helplessness in the face of death, guess what, y'all? This is an essential stop on the journey. You can try and think of ways the outcome could have been different, should have been different. You can protest the outcome by getting angry. You can do all of that all you want, right? Some people might say it's a waste of time and energy. You can go down them roads if you want to. Ultimately, you got to come to terms with how our helplessness in the face of death is an essential stop on the journey. Here's the final thought that I want you to think about. I'm not here to control life, but rather to experience it. I am not here to control life. I'm here just to experience it. Once we begin to know that and understand that, we're not here to control it. We're just here to experience it. We know that we're not in control, but God has all power and God is in control. It helps us to be able to navigate through this thing called grief just a little bit better. Day 287, I'm sometimes helpless. We are sometimes helpless, and guess what? That's okay. That's the way it is. Hey, Arlethea's got prayers for my former in laws. One thing that makes mourning more difficult is when the siblings are arguing. Y'all pray for the former in laws. Lord have mercy. Arguing. You want to argue. What they arguing about, Jesus? Y'all pray for the former in-laws. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all with the love of the Lord. Thank y'all for tuning in every single day. We going to be here in every single way to help you navigate through your grief one day at a time. Hey, if you don't have a place to worship this morning, consider the City of Hope Community Church, 10607 East 56th Street. If you are in the city of Indianapolis, Indiana, we are going to be there at 10 a.m. If you can't, just watch virtually, right? Um, it's the next best thing. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all with the love of the Lord. I'll see y'all in just a minute. Let's go.